Hey there, everybody, and thanks for joining us for Down with ASP Snowed In. Now, tonight we've got a great show for you. We've got Stuart Kenny, an extreme saucer sledder, and singer-songwriter Eric Gendron is going to play us some of his selections. Looking forward to that. Cool. So now let's sit down for a little bit. Settle in here. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, we have just been destroyed by snowfall recently, honestly. In fact, it's been so bad that we've made national headlines, only to be beaten out by the death of, whatever she's called. Since the snowstorms have been made so public, our friends from other states have sent us some nice messages, you know, making sure that we're all right and don't have frostbite all over our bodies. And so let's take a look at some of these. The first one we've got is from Illinois. And it says, okay, dear New York, sorry about the snow, have a great spring. Okay, it's a nice little letter there. This next one we've got from Nebraska. Let's see, dear New York, so sorry you got so much snow and not enough balls to stop whining about it. Unsympathetically yours, Nebraska. Youch. Let's look at another one. We've got North Dakota. Okay, dear New York, it's not enough that you have one of the greatest cities in the world, but now you want to corner the market on snowfall. For crying out loud, throw us no-name states a bone here. P.S. Don't even open Alaska's letter. It's not air safe. Wow, okay. I don't know. I guess some of the cold weather states are a bit jealous of our news coverage. But, you know, let's end on a nice note. Let's stick with a warm weather state. We've got California. Dear New York, what do you mean snow? Naturally. Okay, great. Anyway, that's enough for how the other states were impacted by the snowstorm. Let's take a closer look at how it impacted us here with our snow day review. The little glimpse of an ice age that we were treated with was the first time the school had closed down due to snowfall in 13 years. Yeah, so why such a long gap in between? The college opted for heating the asphalt walkways, which worked pretty well as long as the heating element didn't overcompensate and melt the asphalt and turn the quad into a field of deadly tar pits. Right. Well, despite the school's best efforts, Old Man Winter was able to muster up an Arctic chill of epic proportions. So let's take a look. In this first picture here, you can see this helpless student wandering in the white powder. Now, at face value, it doesn't look so bad, but if you look really hard, you can see that she's looking for her car keys, which she has no chance of finding. If you look even closer, she's looking for her friend who tried to help and sank into the snow. Even if that girl could have found her keys, it wouldn't have done her any good, because if you take a look at this one, you can see two cars buried in the snow. What you can't see is that there are people in those cars exhaling their warm breath just to melt the snow off the roof. Obviously to no avail. Finally, here's one of a window that gives you an idea of how deep the snow really is, which looks pretty bad, especially when you consider that the window is from the 5th floor of that building. Yeah. I know that wasn't funny. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but hang around. We've got our Extreme Saucer Sledder coming by. Stay tuned.
There are people with a calling. Most serve 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Earning money for college. Protecting their community. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh. Ooh, there's only 3. These look good. Didn't get one. Here. I have both.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Our town really benefits from trees.
We save on energy.
And have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
At the Arbor Day Foundation website, arborday.org, we learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Make your town a Tree City, USA.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
As chair of the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee, I've got good news. New York State's roadways are the safest they've ever been, but they can be safer if everyone would just buckle up.
Seatbelts can make the difference between life and death.
I've seen people walk away because they wore their seatbelt, and I've seen people die because they didn't.
It breaks your heart because you know it could have been prevented.
We're here to save lives.
So think of it as tough love.
Please, wear your seatbelt.
Hey, because in New York State, if you don't click it, you're going to get a ticket.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Down with ASP Snowed In. Our guest tonight is Stuart Kenny, a devoted, almost obsessed extreme athlete who's going to show us what he's all about. Let's take a look. All right, here he is, Stuart Kenny.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
All right. Well, so let's start off. How did you get started into the world of extreme sausage?
Well, I got started, like, it was, I don't know, I was at this birthday party. I don't remember the kid's name, but it was like in the wintertime, and we went sledding. And, you know, I liked it, but there was just something special about it. Like, I really liked it. And then, like, I didn't start doing it as my life until probably, like, 10 years old. I was going down a hill and I hit my head on this fence. And you know, it really hurt, but that was the time that I decided that was going to be my career. That was going to be my life. I just got this thrill from it that I had to have it.
When you hit your head from sledding, you decided to keep sledding after you hurt your head?
It was such a rush. I mean, you know, like the adrenaline that was like concussion and blood, and it was awesome. You know, and that just had to be my life.
Got it.
Right.
How extreme would you say you are?
You have no idea. Like, extreme, like anything. Give me anything, I'll sled it. Like, you know, like I've done cliffs.
Okay.
I've done you know, hang glide sledding. Really,
cool.
You've never heard of it, but I've done it.
But you also,
hang gliding, oh, it was amazing.
You also brought along a little like clip of just showing how into it you really are.
Right.
Let's give that a look.
All right.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things.
I love that.
Yeah. That was you and the sled.
Right.
In the bed at the same time.
Well, you know, I feel like, you know, if I'm gonna make it my life, I gotta make it every aspect of my life. I mean, that's Lucille.
Okay.
That's my sled.
Lucille.
That's Lucille.
Nice.
Yep. That's her name.
Well, now, how hard is it to get into this? Do you think like I would be able to do it?
Oh yeah. I mean, get you in the right outfit, get you the right gear. You know, I mean, maybe not as extreme, but you could become a sledder, and we could work on the extreme part there.
All right, well, you know what? We're going to come back, and we're going to see if actually if that's going to work. We're going to have Stu show me how to become an extreme sausage sledder. Stick around.
Yeah! No, we can totally make it.
There are people with a calling. Most serve 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, earning money for college, protecting their community. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh. Ooh, there's only 3. These look good.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Our town really benefits from trees.
We save on energy.
And have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
At the Arbor Day Foundation website, arborday.org, we learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Make your town a Tree City, USA.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
As chair of the governor's traffic safety committee, I've got good news. New York State's roadways are the safest they've ever been, but they can be safer if everyone would just buckle up.
Seatbelts can make the difference between life and death.
I've seen people walk away because they wore their seatbelt. And I've seen people die because they didn't.
It breaks your heart because you know it could have been prevented.
We're here to save lives.
So think of it as tough love.
Please, wear your seatbelt.
Hey, because in New York State, if you don't click it, you're going to get a ticket.
All right, welcome back to Down with ASP Snowed In. I'm here with extreme saucer sledder Stuart Kenny, and he's going to show me how to become an extreme saucer sledder myself.
That's right, Kevin. What we need to do here, in order to get you to become an extreme sledder, we need to get you first and foremost looking the part.
Okay.
All right, number one, the jacket.
Ooh,
I mean,
nice
you need
color.
a pretty extreme jacket if you're going to do this.
Yep.
Red, bright red, nice and thick. You know, let people know how extreme you are. You need to have that.
Got it.
All right, next thing, never forget your glasses.
Glasses.
I mean, they're very important to get you in the zone. You need to get going. Be extreme. You're looking awesome, man. Looking right. Okay. Last thing, hair gel. You really need.
Okay.
You really need hair
All
gel.
right, okay.
All right,
Oh, wow,
go to town.
That's.
Go to town. Come on, get it
oh,
in there.
that's
Straight up.
Is it supposed to like burn a little bit?
You
Because
know
like
what?
only a little bit, not a lot.
It's your first time doing it. It might burn a little bit, but you'll get used to it.
Okay.
I mean, straight up.
All right.
Like,
all right.
Right up.
Yeah.
Right up. That's
all right.
looking good.
Let's get into this. I'm ready.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's looking good. All right.
Yeah.
So you got the look down, but now you need the speed.
I do.
So what you're gonna do is a bunch of different types of sleds. I like classic red. Again, extreme color, bright red, lets people know that you're ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. You could take a normal sled and go down the hill, but I've, through my years as an extreme sledder, have determined a couple of household products that you can apply to your sled and make it go that much more extreme.
All right, let's do it. What do you got?
First thing, household butter.
Ooh.
Glob it on there.
Wow.
Take a glob of it, just rub it right in. I mean, you're really going to want to get that butter in there. All right, now I'm going to get you some more. I mean,
I'm good.
Go to town. Get it in there. Work it in.
This is unsalted, I can tell.
It is unsalted. Really work it in. Okay? Next thing, canola cooking spray.
Yeah.
Get it on there. Get it right on there. Again, right in there.
Okay.
Work it on.
Now, I got to get like the whole sled, right?
This layer, the whole sled. Get it in there. Last thing, mousse. Hair gel. Mousse.
Hair
mousse.
hair mousse?
Hair mousse.
What? Now, could you substitute chocolate mousse for this?
You could maybe get it, really work it in, and that's what you need.
Oh my God.
That's what you need to make it go fast.
Oh.
Patented, my brand.
Okay.
That's what you got to do.
All right. Well, that's disgusting. But you know what? We're gonna take a break. Thanks for that, Stu. We're gonna come back and we're gonna have Eric Gendron on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great one. Come on back.
All right. That's what you got to do.
There are people with a calling. Most serve 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Earning money for college. Protecting their community. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh. Ooh, there's only 3. These look good. Oh, you didn't get one. Here. I have both.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Our town really benefits from trees.
We save on energy.
And have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
At the Arbor Day Foundation website, arborday.org, we learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Make your town a Tree City, USA.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
As chair of the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee, I've got good news. New York State's roadways are the safest they've ever been. But they can be safer if everyone would just buckle up.
Seatbelts can make the difference between life and death.
I've seen people walk away because they wore their seatbelt. And I've seen people die because they didn't.
It breaks your heart because you know it could have been prevented.
We're here to save lives.
So think of it as tough love.
Please, wear your seatbelt.
Hey, because in New York State, if you don't click it, you're going to get a ticket.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to keep us warm in this cold season, here's a musical treat from the talented Eric Gendron.
I know a pretty girl who lives on a cloud. There's not another girl who isn't as proud. If she'd only hover low and see me just once, I'd try hard to make her see that she's just like us, and I love you, pretty girl. It's so hard to make you see, and I love you, pretty girl. It's so hard to make you see. She's got an alibi for every mistake, but deep down inside I know her heart will soon break. If she'd only open up and let me come in, I'd try hard to make her see what it's like to have friends, and I love you, pretty girl. It's so hard to make you see, and I love you, pretty girl. It's so hard to make you see, make you see, make you see.
There are people with a calling. Most serve 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Earning money for college. Protecting their community. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh. There's only 3. I get one? Here. I have both!
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Our town really benefits from trees
We save on energy.
and have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
At the Arbor Day Foundation website, arborday.org, we learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Make your town a Tree City, USA.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
As chair of the governor's traffic safety committee, I've got good news. New York State's roadways are the safest they've ever been, but they can be safer if everyone would just buckle up.
Seatbelts can make the difference between life and death.
I've seen people walk away because they wore their seatbelt. And I've seen people die because they didn't.
It breaks your heart because you know it could have been prevented.
We're here to save lives.
So think of it as tough love.
Please, wear your seatbelt.
Hey, because in New York State, if you don't click it, you're gonna get it.
And welcome back to Down with ASP Snowed In. We just heard a great song from our friend Eric Gendron. Nice to meet you, Eric.
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Glad you come by. I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar seriously probably since middle of my freshman year of high school. Picked it up in 5th grade, though. My dad plays guitar, so he kind of got me into it.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. Like, what kind of stuff did you start out playing? Like, what's really inspired you?
Well, my big inspiration has been my dad and the Beatles as well.
Beatles,
The first songs I learned to play were Beatles songs and stuff. And actually, the song I just played, "Pretty Girl," was actually written by my dad when he was in high school back in the '70s. So
cool. Yeah, it was cool because it still had this kind of like cross generational thing.
Yeah,
it still sounded like something you'd hear nowadays.
It's been pretty cool. A lot of my friends back home really like the song, and it's nice that can carry on. My dad's really
Now, who is it about? I mean, I assume you're
ironically not about my mom, so I'm not sure who it is actually about. So it's a pretend pretty girl, I suppose.
Got it. I see. Cool. So now, what kind of other acts have you been playing in? Have you just played solo? Do you play with other musicians?
I do. I am in a band called Granite Garden. My drummer is he's an okay guy. His name's Joe McCormick. He can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, well, drummers.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
drummers. Yeah, so.
Cool. What other have you ever like put out any like serious albums, or maybe just kind of like basement type recordings, anything like that?
We've been able to. We've recorded a few songs in the studios and stuff, and we're kind of in flux at the moment, working with a new lineup of people in the band. So.
Okay, cool. Do you have any upcoming shows? Any?
We do not. Just jamming around, having fun, and just trying to enjoy ourselves.
Cool. All right. Well, what's the next song we're gonna hear?
This next song is called "Second Chance."
Second Chance. All right. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Gendron.
Once I was in love with you, and there ain't nothing better. Then you left my life without even writing letters to me, and I'd never see you again. You were gone from my side, and you know that I can't take that. You were so far away and never coming back, and I'd never see you shine and smile again. And I thought that I never get to see you again. And I won't make the same mistakes, girl, again. Now I don't believe in or like to contemplate the stars and moons and planets and about our fate, but how else did you come back in my life? I always always thought that meant to be was just a crazy story. But here you are in front of me in all your wondrous glory, and someone gave to me a second chance. And I thought that I'd never get to see you again. And I won't make the same mistakes, girl, again. Only once a lifetime do these chances come along, and it sure don't matter if you're right or wrong. Now I'll let you know I love you plenty in advance, and I'll make damn sure that I take this wonderful, incredible second chance. Wonderful, incredible second chance.
All right, thanks, Eric. Thanks a lot. Well, thanks for staying with us the whole episode. Really appreciate it. Thanks again to Eric Gendron, our great musical guest. And also thanks to Stu, the extreme saucer sledder, for making me smell like butter for the rest of my life. Once again, it's cold out there, so zip up your jackets and put on your mittens. Thanks for coming by. Have a good night, everybody. This is so great.